of What's in Your Loaf on YouTube. You're live. Hello, YouTube. Top of the morning to you, even though it's the middle of the afternoon. Welcome. Hang in there. We're about 3 minutes out from hitting the airwaves on the old radio station out there on the interweb. But yeah, you got to put him there. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right next to it. Yeah. So, yeah, another lovely log. All right, let's jump over here onto the Book of Face. And 3, 2, 1, we are live. Facebook family, hi. Welcome to What's in Your Loaf. Hang in there. Of course, this is the little pre-show jitters that we get. Of course, we're 2 minutes and 32 seconds from going live on 216 The Net. Check them out at www.216thenet.com or on that app, Pete. You can download it.
Yeah, you can download it. It's free. Find it on any app store. Your favorite app store works on any smartphone, pad, or tablet. Whatever you like to use your apps on, it works. No in-app purchases either. All we want you to do is listen and have a good time.
Or stop by the studio. Heck, this lovely log could be yours.
It could be. If you don't stop by, I'm taking this one home.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice one.
Yeah.
You see the chunks of chocolate in there, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
There is chocolate in that there.
Phil Nasserino, no sound. That's not what I wanted to hear.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Well, let's back up. That's why we come in early.
Yeah, let's copy that out, and we'll try again. Of course, I'm still talking, and you guys can't hear me.
Right. All right. No volume. All right. We'll dump out. We'll be back. I don't know what's going on, Pete. We'll come back to What's in Your Loaf. That's why we do it early.
Yep.
Done. Well, let's delete that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, confirm. They said we were having some trouble, but let's see. Are we on there? Now we got sound there. Okay.
Yeah, now it's bouncing around.
Now we're bouncing. All right.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Yeah.
There we go. We still got time. 52 seconds. Boom. All right. Now we're back and got sound. Hopefully that's better, everybody. Welcome to What's in Your Loaf.
What's in your loaf?
That's it. We are about 10, 15 seconds out from launch. 10 seconds, 9, 8. All right. Quiet on the set. Maybe we should have done people who talk with their hands. Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to this edition of What's in Your Loaf.
It's all up in your loaf. That's what it is. All up in your loaf.
It is all up in your loaf. Of course, there is a boom in the room.
The big one.
That's just a little Pink Panther.
A little Inspector Clouseau. Inspector Clouseau.
Absolutely. So what's in your loaf? Of course, brought to you by the wonderful, wonderful master pastry chef, Sarah Grace Ferris from Wanda's Bakery. Check her out at www.wandasbakery.com. And this loaf today.
It's absolutely friggin' amazing.
This loaf, brown sugar, dark and white chocolate.
It's a chocolate overload.
It is
with brown
yeah.
sugar.
Yeah, it is. It is good. No, that's
if and no one shows up, I'm taking this one
yeah.
home.
Come on in. You can take this loaf home. Absolutely, it's still warm. This is I literally just got back from Wanda's, and it's warm. It's good.
Yeah.
Phil Nasarino, we just want to say hello. Thanks for your support. Of course,
Absolutely.
Frequency RS. There's Mary Shep. You know what?
Mary Shep, we hope y'all caught her a little earlier today
She-
on My Loso Lifestyle.
She's living the Loso. And of course, Alex Kolkowski from Prime Media Consulting. You know, we should talk to them about getting some sort of signage in here.
Maybe a little bit. You know, I don't know if people know about Prime Media Consulting.
You know, we've had a couple of people we've talked about. They've
Yeah.
got sign envy.
Yeah, a little sign envy
So I
there.
said, well, you know what? Maybe it's cold in here.
You know,
I
hey,
don't know.
it's just shrinkage.
That's it.
It happens to signs everywhere.
Well, you know what? This is my gangs. This is a nice little fedora hat that I got here. This is one of my favorite hats. And we found that headwear seems to work well for this show.
It just does. It's a hat kind of
So
show.
you've got the leather macho man Randy Savage type hat going there.
I've never really thought of it that way. It's just a leather
Yep.
cowboy style. This is my getting stuff done hat.
Yeah, this is my Motown funk you up kind of a hat. Yes, they are. The walls are a bit nipply, and they do need to be covered up. We don't want to be skin shaming anybody out here.
No, not at all. Now we've got some people that will be adding to the wall, which is fine, and that's really actually friggin' awesome, absolutely awesome.
But in all reality, what a great show today, Ski. We've got airport behavior.
We do.
Public pickers,
street
walkers.
You betcha.
And of course, if we got time today to get to it, the things that I collect, well, I probably shouldn't.
You probably shouldn't be collecting those things.
If we got time to get to it. We'll pull it out of the green room and we'll see what happens. Yeah. So airport behavior actually had a wonderful meeting with Tony. We'll keep his or her last name out of the realm because
it can be completely ambiguous there. So like Pat.
Yeah. So Tony was talking about airport behavior. Tony was on a flight and there was a gentleman in her row, kicks the shoes off, totally off, walks the entire length of the plane while it's in flight to the restroom. No shoes. Just socks.
Socking it all the way.
On
the floor of the plane.
All the way back to a mile high toilet.
Now, do you all actually would kicking your shoes off even occur to you on a plane?
No. I don't listen. I'm not a first class flyer, so when I fly, there's not enough room for me to even bend over and get what's under my seat. Really?
Nah. They're pretty crammed in there.
And when I fly, I usually wear my cowboy boots because you got to sometimes take them off. So you just slip them off, slip them on.
Yeah, slip on, slip off.
Yeah.
Nowadays, when you go through, now I have not been on a plane in many years.
So Mary says, hey, socks, she's okay with the bare feet. No way.
It's just it's kind of gross, man. I don't know. So
now understand, in the plane, from the planes that I have, it's like, let's just go on the L. It's like the L toilet. The plane is moving. Men have a hard enough time hitting the toilet when you're just in your regular house. Now you've got your stocking feet in there and other people's urine and the wet spot that we talked about last week. You don't have your house slippers on.
No.
You're stepping in somebody else's tinkle.
That's more than I can bear.
And then you're putting it in your shoe.
It's
get off the plane.
So you're carrying it with you.
Oh yeah.
And you're letting it marinate.
Oh God.
At that point. It's just gross.
So I won't even touch the trays.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
So
he's a frequent flyer. No, it's true. I
know those
Sandy wipes and
the air. I actually don't mind flying. I rather enjoy it. which is odd because I am afraid of heights, but I do love to fly, and I love a window seat. For whatever reason, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But it is the most unsanitary. I mean, aside from
Oh.
being on VL or whatever, which is just pretty much used as an open toilet, it's gross. I mean, you're packed in there with people you don't freaking know. You're shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, my God.
It's
Brutal.
just
Brutal.
so
Brutal.
it's a that's a tough experience for me. But I like a window seat. I can stare at the window, ignore the person that is. I guess that would be called the spreading, the man spreading.
Man spread.
That I learned about recently, and or lady spreading, whatever it might be, whoever's next to you, and you fight over the freaking. Okay, here's airport behavior on the plane.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, you've got the one freaking armrest if you're on an end spot.
Yep.
You have to negotiate. Now, one of you is going to have to come.
Stop it, Jimmy!
Yeah, one of you is going to have to come back here on that armrest, toward the back of the armrest, and one of you is going to have to be on the front, and you're going to have to be okay with that. You're not making, most flights are at least an hour.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any such thing as less than an hour flight.
I don't, unless you're
because
St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean, but you might as well drive. That's such a short. Yeah, like Kansas City is an hour from here, from Chicago.
Kansas City, here I come. Wasn't there a song about that?
I don't know, maybe. But and then also people who need to have a conversation, who are flying together, and one person is way up at the front.
Yeah, Alex is like, listen, man, first come, first serve. That's the armchair real estate.
Yeah, you and I would probably do that thing, or I actually, I am very like, I'm like, look, I'm going to need this armrest. I'm going to need a portion of it. So do you want the front or you want the back? You just let me know.
Just straight out, just ask
I just straight up. I'm straight up about that.
So Sal, why aren't you drinking the coffee? I don't know.
I'd be drinking the coffee. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's not healthy. Yeah. I mean, there's probably all kinds of, but it's coffee. It was hot. I don't
know. What I do in the aeroplane to take care of the armrest situation is I will look right at you.
Yeah.
And I'll just move it up so that you and I can sit closer.
And I'll go. and move it right back down.
And then that's when it's mine. Okay.
But
I'll take it.
Yeah. No.
That's my play. That's my play.
But, and now if you're in the middle, it's even worse because, I mean,
well, Steph, you're so small. Your feet can't even touch the ground. You would. I mean, do you have to sit on somebody's lap, Stephanie?
She a booster seat on the airplane. She's she's a munchkin. She's walking around. All of 75 pounds soaking wet.
Do you think midgets can get away with that 2 in 1 seat?
Huh.
I think midgets could get away. I mean, because if you have an infant, you can put the infant or toddler on your lap.
So maybe they could. I don't know. So that's a good question.
So if we're a group of midgets and if we're a pair,
you could probably fly
because
it's usually 3 seats in a row.
Yeah.
You could probably fly 6 in a row.
You could do 6 in a row.
You probably could, depending on how midgety they are.
Right.
So, it's
water's not bottled. Where's it coming from? Coffee water.
Well, I mean, they probably have some kind of water system in the plane. I'm sure they've got a brown water system.
Alex sneezes on. He sneezes on the armrest.
You have to show who is boss at all costs.
Yeah. Phil says, my last plane ride was in 2016 with my wife, and November 23rd, I'll be going by myself, and I'll just hold it for 3 hours. Yeah.
You'll hold the armrest for 3 hours?
He's not going to pee up there.
Oh, you're not going up there.
You're not barefoot, though, are you, Phil?
I mean, if you're not barefoot, go do what you got to do.
Steph is like, hey, every seat I'm in, I got comfortable leg room.
Yeah. The baby has to be 2 years old, not based on height. My mom puts the water on the planes. Oh, see, her mom puts the water on the planes. So there's water being put on the plane by Steph's mom.
Well,
So
it could be with a
it's-
garden hose. She didn't say that.
Well,
she's
she didn't say
hustling bottles.
No, she didn't, but it's being put there. So whether it's a garden hose,
the amazing thing is
bottles.
her mom doesn't work for any airline. She just,
so
hey, let me give you some water for this safe trip.
so they just run it from the sink.
Right?
And I mean, it's got to have some kind of a potable water system on those things.
Remember, the force will be with you.
They've also
Always.
got to have a brown water system there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, well, maybe he's holding himself for 3 hours. I've done that on a plane.
Well, you want to feel secure, I suppose.
That's it.
But
You don't want any jostling around up. You're a mile high.
You're a mile high, but I mean, what?
We've got a bunch of sick friends here.
What are you going to do?
If someone invades my seat space, then I feel like I should be able to watch their movies or have a turn on their game.
Huh. Like, well,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
You're all up in there.
You're all up in there.
You're a big fella. You might invade her space a little bit, so she's going to have to play your game.
But I don't have any games.
What do you got? We're playing euchre.
I don't even know what that is. What's a euchre?
Euchre is a card game. You never played?
No.
It's good.
No.
Good
So,
Wisconsin.
I've got
card game.
The only game I got. No, I have 2 games on my phone. So I suppose, but then I'm really not going to get my phone out. Probably not going to be playing my phone. Oh, I have 3 games. I got a pinball game. I got word cookies. And I got a Galaxy Invaders.
Word cookies.
Yeah, it's a game where you spell words.
Oh boy.
So
my goodness.
It's just it's a spelling game.
Oh,
so
there you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That is wonderful.
It is. It's amazingly wonderful. It's fan-friggin-tastic.
It is. It's really good.
But what did bug me the last time I was on a plane, and this is years ago. Years ago. Is there was somebody way up here in the front. I'm probably like, mid area. I was just in front of the wing so I could have a nice view outside. But they were up here and they were flying with somebody who was seated way back. And they insisted on having a conversation the entire freaking flight.
Oh my God.
So they were yelling back and forth through the entire cabin.
Can't have that.
And everybody's just like, would you shut up? Ultimately, it's just like, why don't you someone just trade seats with them? Of course, flight attendants get a little bent about that because apparently they keep a chart.
They got a manifest.
A manifest of who you are and where you are.
Yeah.
Should something go tragically awry.
One of the listeners, and thanks for at least having one listener out there, says air attendants won't drink the coffee or use the pillows or use the blankets. I can't do that either.
Really?
No. Come on. That's somebody else's head's been on that pillow. And I find it hard to sleep in hotels.
Well, you want to take your own pillow. You want to take your own pillowcase. You want to take your own bedding to a hotel.
Really?
You really do.
I take my sleeping.
I mean, I know a pest control business owner very well.
Yeah.
Hotels, try hard as they might, no matter what level they are at, are often rife with bed bugs.
Oh my God.
So
what's in my loaf today? Going to a 3D movie, paying for 3D movie and glasses, and then the gall of the theater to ask for the glasses back.
Well, if you paid for them, I would say no. I own these. I paid for them.
Yeah, I think
if I paid for them, they're mine. I own those.
Yeah, no, they're yours at that point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Plus, they've been on my face. I don't want something that's been on someone else's damn face.
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
No. So, the gall.
I'm telling
you,
I've got
the gall.
The gall. Unbelievable. I'm having some real difficulties over here with the sound effects today.
Are you really?
Pete Galt joined. Pete, how are you?
Hey,
the other one is you were telling me a story earlier about a guy in the airport who just it was in a hurry because he had to catch a flight.
Yeah. You don't understand. He is extremely important because he has a flight he must catch. So apparently all the rest of us
in
the airport in the airport are just there for the Cinnabons, because that's where you go for a Cinnabon. The airplanes themselves and catching a flight is just purely incidental at the airport. Yeah. What a friggin' dumb. I mean, what I want to come out of my mouth, I don't really want to come out of my mouth.
Jeff.
But I was wholly unimpressed with this dude. And anybody,
Indeed.
all of a sudden, they become incredibly important when they've got to catch that flight, because apparently no one else is important enough to catch the same damn flight.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Stephanie says before 9 and 11 a.m., they used to have a pillow stuffer. Someone would sit in the room and stuff the pillows in a clean case. Now she's not so sure. So there's just something about between the hours of 9 and 11 that were important for that. Alex says he takes the glasses back home, and then he'll just tell the theater next time, no need to charge more. I brought my own glasses. There it is.
There you go.
That's
a good idea.
Have you tried driving home with those glasses on? Is that a little crazy? Everything's in 3D.
Ew, it's all 3D. You would not believe the view out of my windshield.
Whoa.
It's totally 3D.
3D, dude. Totally. Oh, absolutely. And the other thing.
I am amusing my own self.
The other thing with airports with me is I could be there 3 hours early, and my heart rate and anxiety still thinks I'm 10 minutes late.
Really?
I don't know why. It's just like, I gotta get. Oh God, I gotta get there. And then you get there, and you're the only one in the area because you're so early, and you're like, oh, why'd I do this?
Well, I mean, it's nice to be early. I don't mind being early because then I can relax and just wait. But I mean, then you're not like the dude who comes running up.
In.
I got to get on this flight.
How many times do you check the board to make sure it's the right flight? Once you sit down, you're like, okay, gate B.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're early, so you sit down in the gate B area. And then how many times would you say you check your ticket, you check the board, your ticket, the board, your ticket?
I did that when I got there. I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Ticket, gate, yep. Flight number, yep. All right, I'm good.
That's it.
I'm done.
I must look at that thing about 7 times.
Really?
Just
Does flying really freak you out, or
no? I hate being late to things, and I hate missing things. So
okay.
And then that little voice in my head goes, "Are you sure you're on the right one? Maybe your flight was tomorrow."
So you've checked the time, the date, the gate, the flight number.
Yeah. And then the last time I flew out of Dallas. I was flying back to Chicago from Dallas, and of course we're waiting for the plane to come in through from Colorado or whatever, and the plane was having some issues or whatever in Colorado, so they were running late. Matter of fact, we were 3 hours late, right?
Wow.
And people are just going ape shit on the gate people. Where is this? Well, I gotta get and I'm thinking, okay, the plane was having some mechanical problems. the poor kid that you're talking to here, who just graduated with their master's degree and is taking tickets for United, has no control over this.
No.
But you're going to yell at this person.
Yeah.
like it's their fault.
Like they personally went out and said, no, this is not happening.
Right. Yeah. No. We're just going to, hey, you know what? Let's, I know I'm new here and I just graduated college, but could we hold that plane for 3 hours? I mean, they're not doing it. And people are just yelling at this poor kid because they're mad because it's 3 hours late. Where I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, I guess I'd rather have them fix the plane than have something go wrong at 3,000 feet.
Or maybe get that gas filled up.
Right. Something.
Get that air, jet fuel topped off.
New guy. So. Looks like we're going to pop his loaf today.
Well, look at that.
Hunter Tarasky. Doesn't matter how early or late I get to the airport, my anxiety will only drop the exact second I get through the security and not a minute earlier. Never know how long that line is, right? So true.
Huh.
So true. And then I will sometimes just say in security, could you do a cavity search on me? You might want to check up in the bum.
Yeah, well, why don't you just go ahead and root on around there? Get you a big stick, root on around there.
That's it.
I did fall asleep over there. While I was waiting to get in here, I sat down, fell asleep. I don't know. Someone might have accosted me.
Might have happened.
Yeah, might have had happened.
Sometimes you just ask that. And sometimes I'll just strip right down in line. What are you doing? I thought you wanted me to take off my shoes, belt, pants.
Yeah, no, get that. Just
let him through.
Yeah, yeah. So
let him.
Well,
through.
I mean, there is, I suppose, a way to, because you want to dress.
You do.
Appropriately for a quick strip, and you just want to get that done and over and off with as quick as possible.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, moving right along. What a great show we've got. Of course, moving right into public pickers. And we're not talking about Mike and Frank, the American pickers.
Nah,
we're not talking about people who go and pick up old rusty gold.
We're not even talking about guitar players or banjo players.
We're talking about public pickers.
People who go knuckle deep up front.
So I was
without a second thought.
I was at a coffee shop called Starbucks. It's a local coffee shop, Starbucks.
A little local place.
Yeah. And this is a neat place. You can go in and get some coffee. You can sit down with people, use their Wi-Fi, things like that. And as I'm sitting there enjoying a nice cold brew pumpkin spice something, because it's fall, you have to pumpkin spice it. I'm sitting there and with a couple other fellas, and we're doing some networking and learning each other. And the next thing you know, I look over about halfway across the establishment. And there's a fellow there having a coffee, and he's got his Kindle kind of jacked up like the sound effect machine here, right?
Yeah. Okay, so he's got it up and out,
and all of a sudden, bam, he starts digging, pointer finger digging right up in there. Now, not only that, I mean, he's working it quick, and then, and then the old real quick through the lips, eat the bug. And I gag a little bit. And I'm like, what in the world? And then he rolls into the other nostril. And I'm he's halfway across the establishment. He's digging in there.
Did you let him know that needed to stop?
And I'm like, oh my gosh. And just brutal. And I, there are just a ton of public pickers. They don't care where they're at. They're going in. And I don't even know if they know they're doing it. They're going in.
Well, did you let him know to stop?
No, I'm not. No,
really?
I didn't say anything. Hey, Melinda, Florida here.
So,
nice.
Hey, Melinda, how you doing down there in Florida? That's
Florida.
Awesome. Hey,
yeah,
very cool. Very cool. I ran into a public picker. Well, I saw one.
Bumped right into it.
Yeah, I didn't bump into him. But they were picking a little lower than the nostril. And it wasn't just a light scratch. It wasn't just a let me, quickly do this. This was a full on down the back of the pants, rooting around up in there, just
public
picker. And it was in a big box store. And I actually did say, hey, that's freaking gross. Knock it off. I did. I said, hey. They got a hey. That's a hey. I won't say exactly what I said, but I said, hey, that is freaking gross. And knock it off.
And at that time, the nun turned around and said, oh, Peter.
Yeah. Sister Elizabeth. Yeah. Sister Elizabeth there.
That's it. So, really good. That's a bad habit there, sister.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I would do the butt up boom, but I'm really having some trouble with
you need to clean that habit up, sister, right away.
That's right. But yeah, and Melinda, Florida, hey guys, never take on board anything from a secondhand store. You never know what trace
Wait, what now?
what trace might remain from the previous owner. Hey, is that a little cocaine on there?
Oh.
Please step out of line, ma'am.
For a secondhand store.
Never thought of that, but
wow, yeah, I never thought of
yeah.
that actually at all.
But now I've got a good excuse. I got it at a secondhand store.
Yeah, I was at the
It's an
Goodwill.
entire bag of Quaaludes. Oh,
Oh, I bought this used luggage.
yeah.
You know?
So people in cars again. We've talked about this in the past. People do things in their cars.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very strange. But I'm not a big picker. I'm not a I'll go blow my nose or whatever.
Blow
Maybe a farmer tug if I'm outside.
The outside of the thing.
Yeah, but I'm just.
I mean, if I really have to, a quick, down, curve down, not up. Just the idea of shoving. It's just so that's gross. You're gonna get something on that damn finger.
Yeah, you'll get
Jack.
something on there, right?
That's gross. It's nasty.
It is bad.
Get that out. Get that out of there.
You should.
Yeah, you don't. You don't want that on your friggin' finger.
You don't.
So you really don't. It's gross.
It's bad.
And keep your damn hands out of your damn pants when you're out in public. It's just gross.
It's
so gross.
And then they want to shake your hand.
Oh no!
Hey, buddy, you're the loaf guy.
Yeah.
Put it
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Not that loaf guy.
Purell is in my car all the time. Do you pick your seat at the movie theaters? Well, I choose where I shall sit, but there is no picking.
No seat picking.
No seat picking at all.
That's right. No, but I do choose. I choose to pick my friend's seat. Thank you very much.
Here.
Come on, you want to go to the movies?
Let me pick your seat for you. I'll show you right where to sit.
Maybe we could go to the movies later.
Yeah.
What part of Florida, Melinda? I was always wondered.
Yeah, there are folks I know down there in Sarasota, Orlando, Tampa.
Well, that's just like, hey, I'm from Florida. I know somebody in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I'm
probably
sure you know them too.
Hey, my birthday.
Florida's not big at all, right?
Yeah, my birthday's July. I know somebody with a birthday in July.
Yeah, I bet that's
That's the comeback. I don't know.
I'll bet you know Darren, don't you?
Yeah, that's
Darren
right.
down there in Florida.
So. Farmer blow only on a 25 mile an hour higher.
Farmer blow only on.
Yeah, you gotta be moving. You don't want that to hit you.
I don't know what that means.
Little.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, there you are.
Especially the mustache. Yeah, guys, they say, yeah, you got to be very careful with the mustache. Any facial hair.
Well, you have to clean appropriately.
Yeah, if you're tugging,
yeah,
it's
you must clean appropriately.
Yeah, truthfully,
yeah.
But
you don't want snacks for later.
No snacks for later.
Gross.
The interesting thing is about public pickers is they're blinded to the rest of the world. They are the only people in their space at that time. They don't know.
They don't exist outside of this.
No, exactly.
They really don't. They do not exist outside of that little cone of silence.
Yeah,
or whatever you want to
silence.
Call it.
And so the interesting thing is they think they're right there. They think they're right there.
Yeah,
St.
they
Petersburg.
Really
right.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Darren is my son.
Well, then you know him. You know him. How about that?
Unbelievable.
As a matter of fact. So,
what a small world.
Yeah. The Darren I know is a real person.
That's right.
So, but yeah.
Tobin is a guy that I know. My son also lives down there. He's in the Jacksonville area. Well, now he's out on a boat, but anyway.
Yeah.
Public pickers goes into so much. Now the interesting thing is you watch these young ladies who wear shorts that are a little bit too short, and they're
do you watch those?
They're front picking. Well, yeah, yeah, I do. Sitting on a park bench, I'm pretty girls with bad intent. Don't knock us off, Facebook. We were just singing.
Yeah.
Just don't touch the cake if you pick. Yeah, stay away from the loaf.
Yeah, no loaf.
No nose loaf.
Do not finger the loaf with your nose digger.
It is amazing to me how blinded public pickers are. Doesn't matter where they're at. Doesn't matter what they're picking. They think that they're the only ones there right there.
Yeah.
Right then.
Yeah, they don't. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
It really is. They have no concept outside of their
None.
own scope of self.
Out of their bubble.
No,
They're
they
the only ones
really
in it.
don't.
It is crazy.
And the person that I yelled at, was like they were horrible. They were offended.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't. It took them a minute to figure out what the heck I was unhappy about. It really did. It took them a moment to go, what am I doing wrong? And I kid you not, because they were kind of bent over looking at something whilst they had their freaking arm down inside there. They stood up and looked at me with their arms still in there.
Still in there.
And they're looking at me like, what the hell is your problem? I'm like, knock it off. That's freaking gross. And they're like, oh. And, they didn't say sorry. They didn't say excuse me. They didn't say anything. And then actually proceeded to do this. And what you guys can see on Facebook Live and on the YouTube Live, but you cannot see on the radio. They did the hand wipe off on the front of their shirt.
At which point Pete handed him his business card, said, "Hey, we're probably going to talk about you on a show. Tune in on Thursdays at 3:30."
Yeah, you just made the show. You just made the show.
You just made the
you
show.
Did.
Terrific.
So yeah, and
we won't use your real name, okay, sister?
Yeah. So and we won't use your real name. We won't tell everybody where you were, not the store you were in, not the town you were in, not the state you were in. So, but
state of itchiness.
Yeah. Apparently,
Sure. Nothing like good cold water.
So I'm still working on coffee here.
Yeah, I'm about coffeeed out under the table. Yeah, you might do a little scratching under the table.
Well, I mean, if you can keep it private, and I don't have to see it
in public, though.
But if you're at a restaurant or whatever, and you have the nice tablecloth, whatevs, and as long as I don't see it, I don't care.
Do you? You would pick under the table?
No. Are you kidding me?
You care?
Oh, that's for myself.
I thought that's what they made forks for. like a dirty rotten scoundrels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind if I go to the bathroom?
Thank you. I actually love that movie. I really do.
Good one.
I really do.
It is a good movie.
So it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Another fantastic picker. You watch baseball. They're adjusting and moving all the time. All the time.
Are they? I don't ever watch baseball.
I don't either. But they are.
Okay.
They're adjusting, moving. They got stuff going on.
They got stuff. I thought perhaps they would have been secured.
Well, must
I mean, I don't know. I never played.
It's awful hot out there. They're not using monkey butt.
No, that's good stuff.
You can't go wrong with a good monkey butt.
No, you cannot.
Anti-itch.
Yeah, that's actually stuff that works very well.
It does.
So I believe we actually have a little monkey butt in our hall closet right now.
Yeah. Oh, so, I do. We've got one. Yeah, in our cabinet.
Yeah, because now we've had a very light summer. There were not a lot of hot days.
Not a lot of hot days. No.
So I don't think it really got used. At least not by me.
This summer wasn't
that
so
much. No.
No.
But it is excellent for that. It's excellent for that summer weather. So you might if you guys are out and about and you need a bit of relief, you might try a little monkey butt. Not that they sponsor anything, but they should perhaps.
Hey, they should.
Yeah.
As we monkey around.
Yeah.
What is it with baseball players? Right. Yeah. They are really uncomfortable. Guys shouldn't adjust and look you in the eye.
Now, see that I could understand someone getting called out on that. I absolutely could. Someone getting sent to HR right away for that move, I could understand. And there would be conversations had. So yeah, Steph, I get that one. And I'll agree with you there. So
if you're a public picker, you shouldn't be looking anybody in the eye.
No, you really shouldn't. Or I mean, unless that's your
thing.
That's your thing. That's your move.
Yeah, that's a murderer thing.
You think a murderer would actually do that though?
Do you look anybody in the eye?
I look people in the eye all the
I
time.
try not to. It scares me.
Really?
Oh my god!
When you're out and about?
Everywhere, no eye contact.
Really?
I'm a pretty important fella. I don't.
Uh,
I'm very important. I'm a very important man.
If you're a very important
I don't
man,
have
you'd
time.
be staring everybody
I
in
don't
the
want to
eye.
look at it. Then they're going to ask questions. And
No, they
I
don't.
I want to be left alone.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know that it's an inviting thing.
You look somebody in the eye. Next thing you know, there's 20 people lined up to get my autograph.
You look somebody in the eye.
Yeah.
It's all about your facial
It's the
expression.
loaf. It's the loaf.
Now, the loaf is generally when I get loafed out in public, it's a hey. You know, it's not a we have not made direct eye contact.
Yeah, no, you don't want
before to initiate that. It's from the side, it's or they hear me talk. But generally I find that if I'm in public and especially if someone is approaching me, the
dead stare. Yeah. Hey, bub.
Yeah, it's that dead stare right in their face. That usually stops them.
So we're down inside the last 7 minutes of the show.
Are we already? Holy cow!
We spent a lot of time in the airport today.
Yeah, we did. We really did. So, but that was fun.
No, yeah, it's always fun. Good stuff in the airport.
Good stuff.
We thank Tony for that good suggestion.
Yeah, that is actually, Tony, that was a very, very good suggestion. So you provided great conversation there. We should get to the loaf here.
Yes. So again, the loaf brought to you today by the letter G and the number 6.
Yeah, G6.
It is a brown sugar, white and chocolate loaf. Let me do the cutting. You carry on.
Please do.
Let's talk about streetwalkers.
Streetwalkers can be brief.
Or you can do the
I'll do both.
Acronym.
You know what? I'll do streetwalkers. Here's something that irritates me to no freaking end, and it's streetwalkers. But take a look at it. Yeah, look at this, guys. It's absolutely amazing. She does these things. That's a loaf. It is a brown sugar, white and dark chocolate loaf. It's freaking amazing. You should. You couldn't resist, could you? All right, go wash your hands and come back and cut the freaking loaf. But we got some soap right there. There's hand sanitizer right there. Yeah, there's some right over there. So not a problem. But streetwalkers, whilst he's doing that, and of course Sarah Ferris, master pastry chef, absolutely wonderful master pastry chef, does that and supports what's in your loaf with these things. We can go the near side. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. Here's a little plate. Sarah is amazing at this stuff. She just absolutely is amazing. And but today, Loaf, LOAF, stands for leave only after farting. Leave only after farting. And of course, streetwalkers they drive me the frick nuts. Cannot friggin' stand them. They're the people that just walk out in the middle of the friggin' street. They don't look, they don't watch. You're driving along, all of a sudden they're walking in the middle of the dang road, or they're coming out of a store in a parking lot and they just walk out. They don't look either way, they just walk. They assume that I am not a murderer.
Right.
And I'm not just going to say, you know what, enough of that, and run you right over. They're making a drastic assumption there. And it drives me up a freaking wall. When you come out of a store into a parking lot, look both ways. Don't just walk out thinking that whoever is there is going to stop for you, because maybe one day they won't. When you're actually out in your neighborhood, I know people feel like they own their neighborhoods. It's where you live. It's where you grew up. It's where you do your thing. Don't just walk down the middle of the road and then continue walking when you know there's a car coming. It's either behind you or up front. Get out the dang way. Get out the way. It just drives me up a freaking wall.
Bingo.
And now that I've said that, I am going to take a bite of this loaf. It looks freaking amazing.
So this loaf of bread is like a chocolate chip muffin and white bread had sex and created a nice little loaf.
Oh.
That is delicious. Absolutely right on the spot. Money delicious. Wanda's Bakery. Check her out. www.wandasbakery.com. Absolutely.
This is one of the extremely few times I'm glad that we do not have a guest who's going to take this home.
Yeah, this one will go to your house.
Because I'm taking this home.
Mama's going to like this one.
Oh, man. Wow.
The Mrs. Peter is going to like this one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is when did everything become pedestrian right away? That's the whole thing, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen? I don't know. It's the pedestrian right away.
These dadgum snowflake millennials. That's what it is.
Mm.
And it just get out of the freaking road.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you happen to be on foot does not mean you get to go where you want when you want.
I like the ones who they start going and then they stop. They're 2 feet into the street and they wave you on. So you're like, no,
just
you go. And then they take a couple more steps and then they go, and you guys are like, should I go? Should I?
Yeah.
Would you just get across the street?
Get across the street.
The other streetwalkers that I like is you pull up and they do this. They don't walk any faster, but they pump their arms like they're in a little jog to get out of your way. Oh yeah, buddy. Here, let me hurry.
Yeah, there's absolutely no quicker movement,
none.
But they do all the movements,
right,
to make it seem
like, hey, I gave you a good hustle.
Yeah,
right.
Because people will stop and they'll wave you across, and I go.
Oh,
and I am a very big guy, but in short distances, I can be quite fast. My legs have a lot of experience hauling all this around.
Yeah, moving quick.
I can move quick for a short period of time at short distances when I need to.
Yeah.
But it's very short. It is very short.
Yeah.
I'd be good in a physical altercation for about 5 minutes and then I'm done. So anything has to be taken care of quickly. It's got to happen. So
you got to go for the kill right away.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no messing around. So
it's
getting
not gonna be the rope and dope.
Get the frick out of the way. Yeah. You got to move. You got to go. And
do
give the wave, please. I mean, I don't really get bent when I don't get the wave. If I've let someone go and they don't, I did it. I let them go. But go ahead and give the wave. That's nice. It is important. So, man, this is freaking good.
It's amazing, right? It's like it's literally like a chocolate chip muffin.
Yeah, it is.
And a loaf of bread had sex and made a little loaf.
And now my mouth is involved.
Oh my God, it's so good, so good. That's it. We got about 20 seconds. We want to thank everybody. We're gonna roll the credits here in just a sec. Hey, I didn't even check on YouTube to see if we had anybody. Oh my God, look at all those comments.
Look, we had a one.
Hey, how are you?
A one. YouTube's brand new for us.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So be sure and hang out. Go on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Do the same thing here on our Facebook page. Yeah. We're growing every day, every week. I am now personally out of Facebook jail. So we'll share things out a little bit more within, of course, the rules. But hey, we can't help it if everybody absolutely loves what we're doing here.
That's it.
So the more you guys share this and tell people about it, the more everybody knows and jumps in and has a good time with us here on What's in Your Loaf. Yeah. It's just that much fun.
It is that much fun, and we can't thank y'all enough for being here and hanging out with us and making sure. Pete, you go ahead and enjoy that. I'll go over and talk to the credit roller.
All right, you can get Jeff going.
beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?